Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you all for showing up here to see this video. I have a Honda HRV here. It's a 2022 model, and we're wanting to do some upgrades on it. Some companies have been wanting to send me a few things, like this YITAMOTOR, and I accepted, so I'm not getting paid anything. They just send this to me to review, don't get paid a dime, but it's something that I really need for the Honda HRV. So the first thing we did when we bought this, we noticed that it had carpet floor mats, and my wife said, "Oh man, I don't want those. I like the ones we had in the Gladiator." When the ones in the Gladiator was YITAMOTOR, and we had them for years. Ever since we owned that Gladiator, they was awesome. Loved them. Totally waterproof. They don't let all the mud, dirt, if you're in the rain, all the dirt that gets in there just from getting in and the sandy stuff, getting in it instead of getting in the carpet and being a mess. Holds them right in there. You take them out and dump them out, wash them off. Super easy. The carpet one's horrible. So I reached out to YITAMOTOR and they wanted to send me a set. Awesome. But we loved them in the Gladiator. These are basically the same thing, just shaped to fit the Honda HRV. Should be super cool. We're going to take the factory ones out. I'll show you just one trip that we took to Missouri and back, how much dirt's in the floorboard. It's crazy how much dirt it gathers, and it gathers all on your carpet, and you have to vacuum it. That's hard to get out. These are being real nice. But let's show you that. Let's stick these in. And I'll do a review down the road how these last. You know, wait a couple years and do another review video and show how good these are. But I know they're good because we loved them in the Gladiator. I know we're going to love them for the Honda HRV also. Now, this is a 2022, like I said, but also I'll post on here what models it should fit of the Honda HRV. But if it doesn't, they have them for pretty much everything. Any kind of vehicle you have, it's not just for Honda HRV. Check out YITAMOTOR, and I will post a link in the description where you can check these out. But they have them for everything. They have also a lot of other car parts and truck parts you might want to check out. So let's get these installed. So first off, you can see how much dirt there is there. And that's just from the trip that we went to Oklahoma and Missouri. Just tracking in sand, grit, gravel, all that junk. It don't even stay in the mat. It actually falls off onto the floorboard. It's just a mess. And the ones in the Jeep, the YITAMOTOR ones, we love them because they held everything in. Same in the back. That set will do front and rear. Let's take these out and put the new ones in. So these are pretty simple to take out. They got a little turn thing right here. You just turn and they pull up. Turn the little tab sideways. And once you do, they'll pull up off like that. And I'm trying not to dump all the dirt, hopefully. Then I'll vacuum them out and real good. But here we go. Okay, let's get these opened up. These are going to be waterproof. I mean, just super tough, super thick rubber. It's like a rubber-like material. So here we have the front ones. I'm going to take them out here just so you can kind of see. But you can see how these are cupped. I mean, they're totally around so nothing escapes. They also have the same locking mechanism right here as the factory, so they should fit right in there and lock in. This is the YITAMOTOR logo right here. Same way as this side. This is the passenger side, I believe. This should be the driver's side. Same thing. It don't lock in, but the driver's side does. So, then we have the rear, which will go all the way across the rear, one piece. I like it better than the two-piece because a lot of the two-piece is just two separate ones. This one actually covers that hump in the middle. So if people put their feet on that hump, it will be protected too. But these are cupped just like the other ones. You can see it raised around the outside to hold everything in. Super cool. Let's stick these things in there. Okay guys, so I went ahead and vacuumed the floorboard out. That way I wouldn't have to remove these and do it again. Just makes sense. But that way we got it vacuumed. So these should fit exactly the same way. Go down like so. Look at that form fitting perfectly. Put it down and turn the little locks like so. That is super cool. I like the fit. Look at that. That's going to hold everything in. And they even come up the sides, protecting like against your heels and stuff. Hitting here, which the factory ones don't, all around the sides if you hit your feet on there, especially if you have mud on them. Nice protection, super tough. Let's do the other side. Okay, so here is the passenger side, and as I said, The passenger side does not have locks like the driver's side, so pretty much just set it into place. Perfect fit. That is amazing how they mold that where it fits perfect. Really nice. That's going to be so nice. I like it. Let's put the rear in. Okay, as I was saying about the rear, these rear ones are really bad. They don't cover much at all, and they don't cover this center hump, which is pretty important. This is just a cord going back to my portable fridge. I plugged in back there, but I'll cover it with the mat. But yeah, these don't cover much at all, so the rear ones should be really nice. And a lot of the aftermarket ones that you buy are two separate ones. They don't cover that center part. I wanted one like the YITAMOTOR that does cover that center part. So we'll take this out, put in the YITAMOTOR. Okay, so this is just a one-piece thing here. Should go fairly simple. So the best way to do this one would be to fold up the seats. Now with the seat folded up, I can get this in a little easier. Like so. Fits just like the front. Fits real good. Molded right down in there. Look at that. That I like. So as you can see, look at that. Full coverage. Totally covers this hump all the way up under the seat, all the way totally under the rear seat, just in case you have the rear seats folded up. This is all protected. Super cool. Put my seats back down. Like so. Looks nice. Okay guys, that is it for the YITAMOTOR floor mats. Check them out. I really like the looks of these. Perfectly molded. They lock in. The driver's side does on the front anyway. I will post a link to this below, and as I said, YITAMOTOR has a lot of other stuff besides these. Thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon. You'll be notified when I put out a new video. Right on.